Welcome.
everyone. I
Hello.
know it's getting late, but I want to say this. I'm still excited. And it was nice to go through the comments and see how many people were from Maryland and Prince George's County. I know Prince George's County is in the house. I'm Councilwoman Walla Blegay. I'm your Liberian and Nigerian sister. And I'm here to tell you I'm excited because I want to give stories of why this is an important time. Let me just take you back to 2019 for my Liberian family. For the first time, we had DED status, almost TPS that turned into DED status, was about to be snatched from us under the Trump administration. And I want to take you all back to that time. For the first time, we had our Liberian brothers and sisters facing deportation. We had to get together, organize. I know some of you that are on here, I can see from some of the comments, some of you on there, we went to Capitol Hill pleading, getting Democrats to help us, including reaching out to our vice president's office, asking for help. And let me just tell you this: when we sat in the rooms, we got stories of those officials in the Trump administration saying demeaning things about us, unwilling to extend the status of my Liberian brothers and sisters who were facing deportation. But it took the swift work of the Democratic Party, along with Vice President Harris, to make sure that we kept our Liberian brothers here and sisters here. And I would even remind you all, when we sat in that gallery, it was the Republican Party that got up and said that we were saving people who were criminals. As I sat next to nurses, doctors, people who are saving lives, that were possibly facing deportation, a social worker, even somebody that was working in the social, working for therapists, working in hospitals, all of the things. And we were able to save them from deportation. We don't want to go back to that. I don't want to relive that again. And I was a lawyer then, an advocate, and it made me nervous to say that I needed to get in office to make sure that I could put my voice forward. And I would say this: with immigration issues, let's remember our families, our people are going through it. Our African community is going through it. And even in preparation, when I started getting nervous about this election, I started having events to make sure that those in our community get access to lawyers, because the future, we cannot go back. And let me just add this. If anybody needs to know what what do we, some people say, what has this administration done? What has this administration done for people? Let me just tell you this: in Prince George's County, in the state of Maryland, we've got so much funding from the federal government, and that's for every state on this call. And what they don't tell you, what you don't know, which hasn't been publicized that much, is how many programs, how many times this federal government has saved local government from going on during the pandemic, paying for workforce development programs, paying towards our we get money to give support to our businesses from ARPA funds. I Right now we just put almost $12 million into giving health insurance for the undocumented community, or those who are underinsured and uninsured. And that comes from the Biden Harris administration. We were able to put money not only for workforce development, to food for people in our community, to make sure rental assistance. So when someone tells you, what has this administration done? They've done nothing. Just know that you're sitting next to someone that got food because of this administration. You're sitting to someone that is not on the street evicted because of this administration. I'm in a community in Prince George's County. We are Africa proud. 40% of the businesses in Prince George's County are owned by African immigrants. And a lot of those in our community have gotten support from programs within the county, that you just assume that's your government doing it for you, but they don't know that those fundings are coming from the Biden Harris administration. So let's make sure we put the word out. Don't let anybody tell you that this administration has done nothing for people. Or the question that we also get is, what have they done? They've done so much. They've done so much that we need to get the word out and let people know this administration has done great for us, and it will be even better with Vice President Kamala Harris. So to all my African brothers and sisters, I'm telling you all right now, let's move forward. Let's make sure that this administration wins. And I will tell you this: we've been doing a lot of talking, but we need to do more donating. And I'm going to send my donation today. And I ask you all to do it. Let's do 25, 50, $100. And if somebody can do 500, let's do that. Let's show our strength. Let's show our face to the Vice President Harris that we are going to be the funders. We want funders to make sure that she wins this election. You know, we've been hearing men for Harris, women for Harris, all of them raising $1 million, $2 million. Let's raise our millions today. And I want to say this: I'm so proud of us that we're organizing, and let's take this to the next level because when we fight, we will. When we fight, we will win, and we will not go back. Thank you.